Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his beautiful, beautiful passing.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Lookman! Roberto Carlos stood up well to him there. That has been cut short. Vieira. And it's Pirlo. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, what a climb! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. That was well played, well stopped.
He won't be happy with that one. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Kane. He's cut it out. Pirlo. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Roberto Carlos. Great ball if he can get there. Chance! And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Kane. Pirlo conjures time and space where few can. Looking for options for movement. Hoisted it. Bullish header! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Eto'o. Lam. He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rodrigo. Pedri. Now Nico Williams. Great vision.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He rises! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's Cruyff. Pirlo. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Zubimendi. Half an hour played now. Gets a good foot in there. And he cuts out the supply. Pirlo. Played out to the left flank. He's shifting through the gears. Gets his head on it! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And it's Bayer Leverkusen who take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Bayer Leverkusen have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or...
Chance for a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. So what can they make of this? Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He's in a great position here. Crossed into the box. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Bayer Leverkusen really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Vieira. And here's Eto'o. Can he get on the end of this? Lahm plays... Up he goes! They've got to be quick to recover this. And that's another good win of the ball. Pelé. Pelé puts his foot on the gas. It's Pelé!
Pelé really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving.
And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Bayer Leverkusen have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. So off we go once more.
Bayer Leverkusen definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
And it's Cannavaro. Vieira. Bayer Leverkusen finding their passes.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Now it's Eto'o. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Roberto Carlos going full tilt down the left. And that is as far as they're going to go. It's just beyond his reach. And that's put paid to a promising move. Cruyff. Passing is crisp and sharp. Eto'o. And a chance! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Bayer Leverkusen are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And it's Chiellini.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Bayer Leverkusen looking to pass their way through. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Delete gets big, and it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
And just a quick reminder today to please drink responsibly. Anyone appearing intoxicated or behaving in an inappropriate manner will be removed. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
A seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Nunez. Cruyff. Vieira. Now it's Pirlo. And this is Puskás. Chance for a shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Bayer Leverkusen are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Big header! It's in! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And this is Puskás. He's found a way through. Tries a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Bayer Leverkusen find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Pelé.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Looking for options for movement. Played into space out wide. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go forward now. Lahm. Thuram. Pirlo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Lahm.
Welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Half an hour played now. Cruyff. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Turns back here, probably the best option. Bayer Leverkusen finding their passes. McKennie. Caicedo. Well read, nice interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Can he get on the end of this? Roberto Carlos has created one goal already. Bayer Leverkusen heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Martinelli. And it's Serginho. Played into the middle. Up he goes! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Schmeichel herring after the ball here. Looking for the run. Pele looking understandably energised after his goal. Great ball, and there's the shot! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Yeah, he can be proud of himself, the goalkeeper, for rescuing a perilous situation.
Roberto Carlos.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Such good technique.
In towards the back stick. And we hit half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Just a quick announcement.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Bayer Leverkusen are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. And the action is back on the way. Chiellini. Vieira looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Gravenberg did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Caicedo.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And this is Puskás. Martinelli. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Across. He gets big. It goes to show he is human after all.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Vieira picks it up from the goal kick. Now it's Puskás. Vieira. He's had a shot! They've scored! Just cruising! They are cruising! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Bayer Leverkusen are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
That is good strength. Pirlo. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Puskás. Caicedo. Gravenberg. That has not gone well. Now it's McKennie. It's a pretty loose pass. Lahm. Pirlo. Now it's Pele. And this is Puskás. Puskás! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught on it here!
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. McKennie, well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Nunez. Vieira. Puskás looks to get on the end of this. McKennie played out towards the right wing. Now it's McKennie. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Puskás. Goes for the shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. No way through there. Cannavaro to Lahm. So what can they make of this? Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. McKennie. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Pelé. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Pirlo. Vieira. Quality ball.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Cruyff. Roberto Carlos. Howson. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
McKennie.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Roberto Carlos. Pelé. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Gravenberg. Martinelli. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Threads one in. And it's McKennie.
There will be one
Roberto
more
Carlos.
added
And it's Vieira. And that is as far as it goes. Bayer Leverkusen can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Puskás claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Bayer Leverkusen definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.